And we are full go for preparation for the 107th Indianapolis 500. Welcome to day 3 and what will be the second day of practice for the world's greatest race. From the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 9th floor of the Pagoda with a beautiful view as practice begins.
A lot of different combinations that drivers have to be aware of, and you are constantly thinking about how to adjust and set your tools to optimize the setup for that particular condition.
Santino Ferrucci there dipping to the left. He just put up a bigger lap, going to 6th quick, just shy of 2:27. And while we were chatting, how about that? That's the fastest that we've seen so far. Marcus Ericsson, last year's winner, 2:29.6, 0.2 of a mile per hour faster than what his teammate Takuma Sato did yesterday. There's Ericsson back there. On board with Joseph Newgarden, and just a moment ago, we caught something in his vision. We saw this a little bit yesterday. So do you notice that at speed? And just like on the road, you have to ignore it and unfortunately keep going, correct?
Yeah, sometimes that is what you have to do, and he's flying in the air. This guy's flying on the racetrack, a little bit of a different kind of flying, but it's, yeah, this is just a great group. Just love seeing everybody out there running this tight. I mean, these are definitely closer distances than what we've seen the last few years. IndyCar bringing some additional downforce options for the team. If you were to pack them all on, you're probably looking at somewhere between 300, 350 pounds of extra downforce. That number varies depending on which engineer you're asking, but it also varies on a lot of other components in the car. Where are you running it ride height wise? You know, things like that can affect the general overall downforce numbers of the car, regardless of the pieces that you have bolted on. This looks just like the first half of the race last year, Kev. It was just Palou and Dixon trading back and forth, and Ericsson sort of lurking in the background there. It looks like I saw Felix Rosenquist maybe coming out of pit lane there. Is that him on your left? Yeah,
it is.
So he's looking to join Rossi and the Ganassis in this little train.
Business is starting to pick up a little bit, and we've moved past the halfway point of day number 2 or day number 3, depending on how you want to phrase it. Nothing happened on day 1. So day 2 was day 1 yesterday, and it goes quickly because this is the last full day with the horsepower allowed on race day. Tomorrow, it is extra boost, and if I recall correctly, I've asked this question in the past, and I'll confirm in the morning, I don't believe you have a choice. I believe, maybe Nate or Dylan can confirm this with Kevin Blanche, one of the technical directors who's always on pit lane, but I believe that you must run with the extra horsepower all day long. You can't turn it up and turn it down. They want everyone in the same scenario. Do you recall it the same way?
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
Yeah, so you're not going to want to mess with race running tomorrow because it's not really going to apply because you're not going to have those speeds. I'm sure you can still learn something, just like you're learning something about qualifying at less horsepower today.
The big thing is you're not going to have anyone to play with in a race running standpoint because everyone else is going to be focused purely on qualifying. So it's I think IndyCar takes that question out, takes that option away from the teams, and mandates that once we get to the green flag tomorrow, you're running in the 150 boost for the remainder of the weekend.
But here just in the last few minutes, as it's gotten busy again, we've seen some changes in the leaderboard, but there's still a common theme. A lot of Chip Ganassi Racing Hondas up there, Hinch.
There sure are. I mean, great to see Connor Daly jump up there for Ed Carpenter Racing as well, and Augustine Canapino just pulling off track there. He's doing a great job. There's a lot of different stories developing, a lot of things improving. You look at Alexander Rossi here, just trying to time this properly. I believe that was Scott McLaughlin making a pass in front of him. That slowed those cars down. He had to do a big lift in 3, but you want to time it right to be able to be on the throttle through turn 4. There he goes by Takuma Sato. But he's got Helio Castroneves right on his tail. in the 06, the 4-time champion of the Indianapolis 500. So another quick look at that. You see, top of your screen, Rossi pulls out on Sato, and he thinks about fading back and then realizes he's got a white and hot pink car in his mirror. Doesn't want Elio getting on the inside that late.
Captain, with you.
And look at Elio, had a huge head of steam, but that was late. If he had kept his foot in it, that could have been a disaster. Scott McLaughlin on Stingray Robb. Stingray doing a great job getting up to speed, getting comfortable. Got a decent time. He's 13th on the charts right now.
Pull away there by 5.
Track conditions still quite good. Just dropped down a degree to 112 track temp, 77 ambient. So the ambient's creeping up. The track's starting to fall down, but we've seen a lot of cars on track. We might see 1 or 2 big laps still come up with packs this big. Everybody running together in a line. Pato O'Ward here.
Exiting pit lane, that's on board Pato O'Ward.
Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable.
And that's a red and white car. Is that, let's confirm which red and white car this is.
I believe it's R.C. Enerson. You see the rookie move, or the rookie, sorry, it was a rookie move, but the rookie sticker on the attenuator there. Pato O'Ward rightfully unhappy about that. You are technically allowed to dive in off the racetrack onto that acceleration lane, but only if it's clear. And the spotter for the 51, whoever that is, or the 50, sorry, whoever that is, should have been able to tell RC, do not bail out. There is a car coming off pit lane. That could have been a monumental shunt.
Let's see this again.
I mean, he hits the grass. Look at him.
It's his spotter in turn 1, who Spencer Piggott, by the way, got stepped on, got walked on the radio. Somebody else was trying to talk to RC while Spencer was also trying to talk to RC. So RC never heard Spencer's spotting, which is what led to that near collision. So just kind of a little bit of a breakdown there as far as why that happened and what happened. But obviously still glad that everything didn't go as badly as it could have there. And RC is getting ready to go back out.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd day of the week, 2nd day on track after a rainout is complete.
And you notice either day, I didn't mention this until we've seen the checkers. Another incident-free day. 2 for 2.
Arguably more incident-free after Graham's brief brush with the wall yesterday.
Almost had one.
Almost had a big one.
Exiting the pit lane. So this is how it looked for day 2 of practice and the final full 6-hour session in race configuration. After this, we're talking 2 hours at a time and qualifying preparation starting tomorrow. Chip Ganassi Racing tops the charts 1-2 each of the 2 days. Still a nice mix though.
Good effort from Santino Ferrucci there. He's been quick both days on track. A lot of confidence in that AJ Foyt racing machine, and good to see Graham Rahal from Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing higher up this afternoon than they've been most of the day. Takes a bit of the pressure off that squad, certainly. Ryan Hunter-Ray, solid day there for the Dry Ryan Bowl Racing Camp. See a couple Andretti Autosport cars a little bit further back than they'd like. Rinus VeeKay at the bottom of that chart. We don't think that's a real speed.
Need to hear from them. Not just read the quote sheet, look them in the eye and get a real sense of where they are at. We will start to learn more. You feel like you have a little stronger base of knowledge each day. We'll do it again tomorrow, same time, but very different. Fast Friday. You're going to see big speeds, qualifying configurations, and you won't be able to avoid a tow at some point. How high will they go? We will find out tomorrow.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.